Yo, what is good? My anime faithful, what is good, yo? Guys, Diario. I'm really feeling this show. I honestly thought we were about to see our characters get out in the clear, but of course it wouldn't be weird and wacky like how it always is if they just defeated this giant mushroom and wound up escaping at the end of the day. No, 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 no. We gotta have them go and straight up get captured, tortured, and lose at the end of it all, and pretty much leave one character capable of charging in with whatever little team or whatever things he can muster up at this point. The one thing that really caught my attention yet again is the Devils and how ridiculously just not out of sync, but when they show up and they do something, it's quick and to the point, unless it's this whole contract business where clearly only devils can actually do that, and that's the only reason why these devils seemingly are even holding conversations or talking to these characters in general. Like, they actually seemingly can get something good out of talking to, you know, these people who are going to be reaching out, because as soon as they figured out who can control time and that she was captured and brought back to the world where they can travel, they were there in a heartbeat giving out business cards and stuff like that. So very, very formal and very all-knowing. Not only that, going to the prison and seeing just how the whole entire like execution thing works, which makes a lot of sense with how death in the show and pain just kind of comes with the territory. Even at the end of this week's episode, I didn't feel necessarily worried about the doctor just because I already know either A, since the girl who pukes out all that black smoke can heal people, she might do that just to heal them so they can get more information out of them. Um, I mean, not only that, they're gonna beat the living crap out of them, maybe, and after that, what do? You just push the pressure that much more and be like, remember what we did to you? We can heal you right after we do it even worse this time, you know? So they have ways of already showing how deadly they can be, and I think that's another surprisingly effective way that they're going to approach this. Maybe next time around, or they won't need to because of how fast our lizard boy is on the move. I just want to say as well about the mouth scene when they're in the prison, how ridiculously good the animation looked for the details on the person inside, and you are not the one. Man, he looked ridiculously dope. Um, I I just want to know what's going on. I have been stuck on this show and trying to figure out what's happening since episode 1, because episode 1 had a whole lot to digest, and then throughout the episodes it's trying to get away from that point until it's just not trying anymore. There's a point where you just start watching, you're like, okay, what does this have to do with the guy in the mouth? The guy in the mouth, is it going to talk about it? No, it's not? Okay. Then it started introducing these devils, which by seeing him help and pop out of at this moment and save our character, it just kind of goes to show you how quickly he got out of there too. Why didn't he spend any time and explain or give him anything or even take him there? Like all these different things he could have done or at least gotten information about, and he does none of it. Mind you, he's the one that opened the door for her to get there at one point, so he also has the ability to straight up just open a door to In's castle or mansion, whatever. Um, so there's all of that, plus the normal fact of just they're all killers in that place. They are all just nasty. Well, not all of them, but three of them are just nasty. And those three somehow have ridiculous senses, or they're just beyond quick. Because even after our guys break out from this cockroach, shocking! Not even Johnson actually does it. A cockroach he talks to has lock picking abilities, handcuff ability. I wasn't even surprised. I honestly wasn't surprised. A ginormous cockroach gets help from a baby cockroach who's almost more shocking than him. So it really just goes to show you how much this show is just having fun. You can tell whoever's making it enjoyed themselves, not over really thinking it too much. Like, how are they going to come out with this amazing plan? Do they eat off their own hands, or, have Johnson eat one of their arms off so they get free? Mind you, they did the other doctor dirty. They turned him into a full mushroom. One guy got turned into just a head of a mushroom. I honestly do not want to live in this world where every single person who just doesn't have magic, or doesn't have black smoke, or doesn't have powerful black smoke, I should say, is just in the way of, the powerful. Oh God, I just threw myself in a bad spot. But regardless of all that, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more devil stuff going on, just with how prevalent they were in this week's episode. From the mask that gives more power to the contracts being made where they were just opening up like 7 layers of your chest. It's like you ever heard of a 5-layer chocolate cake where there's just chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate? It looked like that, but with from your chest all the way to your heart. Just opened it up like a mini fridge, man, or cut it down the middle like a cake. It looked weird. It looked bad. I don't want to experience it. Um, but regardless of all that, it's looking like a normal, crazy next week coming up like usual. Like I said, the animation of the guy inside the mouth looked on point this week, so he also was like 2 steps away from our main character last week. So to think that he was that close, and whatever that would have, meant at the end of the day, like, what does that even mean, to find himself and to do what? You know what I mean? Like, that's why this show is so entertaining to me. They're jumping all over the place, giving us all these informations and stuff that sometimes doesn't even help our main character or us understand what the main character is looking for. It just helps understand how harsh, dangerous, and weird everything is in the world. So the one thing I will leave this video off with: don't end up in prison in this place, because it is not a pretty sight to see how you just get sucked up into this thing. And the worst part of it is, wherever you go at the end of it, imagine now that you don't have your legs. That man is gonna sit into there without his legs. Hopefully they form when he gets there or something, but he just might be the only legless person. I mean, some other people might have got some pretty bad treatments. This is a prison for like sorcerers who are already sorcerers are pretty free to do what the heck they want. So to see them even have a prison for certain people that do certain things, I can only imagine what you had to do to get in here, when we have people like the Blue Knights going on, and they're not getting in any trouble at all. So we'll see how all this plays out. I hope you're having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. So with that being said, take care and peace.